Well, one of our favorites is back in our house today to give us a sneak peek of a new movie that I just know is going to become one of your favorites. From Christmas in Rome, which premieres this Saturday on Hallmark Channel. Please welcome back the always delightful, our very good friend, our sister, really, Lacey Chabert.
That's right. She's family.
Lacey.
Absolutely.
I'm so happy to be part of the family. I love you guys.
And we love having you here. We really do. Now, I know that this movie has been a long time in the making, at least for you. 6 years ago, when you actually wrapped A Royal Christmas, which you were shooting in Romania, you sort of had a premonition about shooting this movie in Rome, didn't you?
I really did. Yeah, we filmed A Royal Christmas. My husband and I had just gotten married, and my whole life, my sister Chrissy and I had dreamed about taking an Italian vacation. And we planned like where we would go, what we would do, and maybe one day. And there I am in Romania, so close. And I called my sister, I called my husband. I know, I'm like, you might be the third wheel, Chrissy, but like, let's all take this trip together. Let's go to Italy and let's enjoy it.
Amazing.
So we did. And I mean, we went everywhere we wanted to. And we were on a tour outside of St. Peter's Basilica and walking around, and there was a film crew there. And they were filming, it's so beautiful. They were filming a commercial or something, and I thought, oh my gosh, like, what a dream it would be to do what I love in a place that I have so fallen in love with. And maybe one day, but who knows? But I had that like deep gut feeling, you
Right.
know?
That
And
you'd
your
be
mind
there.
talks
That it
you
would
out of it,
happen.
and I'm like, it'll never happen. And there I was, filming this movie for Hallmark, who's become such a family for me. And we're standing there outside of St. Peter's Basilica, and I honestly hadn't thought about that memory in so long. And I just like stood there and I got kind of choked up, and I was like, I remember having that dream for myself and that prayer. And the fact that like I'm able to be blessed with this moment right now, like it just reminded me, don't stop dreaming.
No.
Keep
Look,
dreaming.
And
the
the power
universe
of the
is
mind.
good. The power of prayer.
When you
and the
put it out
universe.
there, and I mean, that's such a great story. It's a great lesson.
It's like a pinch me moment.
It
You can make
is.
it happen if you really want
Good
to.
for you.
Oh, I love that.
So it was
Lacey.
just a treat. It was a treat.
And as you're there in Rome enjoying all the beautiful sights, you're there playing the role of Angela, who's an American tour guide in one of the most romantic cities in the world, by the way. And she finds romance.
Imagine that.
Imagine
give it
that. Tell
away,
us what happens.
Cameron.
Oh, well, I mean, she finds potential romance.
I guess you guys don't have to watch the movie now.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, Angela is a tour guide. At the beginning of the film, she's let go from her job because her idea of what a tour of Rome should be is slightly different from her boss. And she doesn't want to just check off the top 10 places of Rome. She wants to show people what it's like to immerse yourself in the culture and feel like a Roman and experience the romance and the food and the art and the history and the little hidden spots. Yeah. So Oliver, played by Sam Page, is there on a trip, and he's not planning on really seeing the city because it's a short business trip. They cross paths, literally bump into each other. And when she finds out that he doesn't really have plans to see the city, she's like, you know what, I'm going to take you on my own tour. So
Fantastic.
they mutually agree to let her be his tour guide.
I love Sam,
And
too.
so-
Sam's a buddy of mine.
Oh, Sam,
Yeah, he's
doll.
wonderful. He's so funny too, isn't he?
Ex All My Children alum, too.
Oh,
Of
look
course.
at that.
You know what I
well,
mean?
everybody's
We all
gone
are.
through All My Children. There you are walking through the city right in front of the Coliseum. Well, we have a clip where Angela and Trevi find themselves, Angela, and Oliver find themselves in front of Trevi Fountain, which is a very famous landmark in Rome. And there's a very old Roman tradition that occurs there at that fountain. And Angela is trying to explain it to him. Take a look.
Spectacular. Wow. Signor,
Grazie.
this is incredible. What are they doing, making Christmas wishes?
No, it's an old tradition. They say if you throw coins with your right hand over your left shoulder into the fountain, a return to Rome is guaranteed.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, wait.
Too late, what'd I do?
No. How many coins did you throw in?
3, I think. Why?
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
Oh, no. Well, 1 coin gets you a return to Rome. 2 coins brings you an Italian romance. But 3 coins, well, 3 coins brings you true love.
Wow. I've never been there. That was
Oh my
beautiful. I'm the
gosh,
only
Cameron,
guy.
you
I
have to
know.
go.
I
It's
know.
so wonderful.
Incredible.
have to go.
And not only do I have to go, but apparently I have to go at 4 in the morning because that's when you shot that scene in order to get like up close. Because it gets pretty busy, I
It
guess, as
gets
the day goes on.
incredibly busy. We shot the film during the summer, and tourism is at its peak, and so
Right.
we had to go very early. So I was there at 4 to get ready for hair and makeup. That was probably about 6 o'clock, and they weren't quite ready for me. So they said, "Go around the corner, and you can see the fountain." And so this is me on my iPhone, walking around the corner. And it was just, it's majestic and it's so quiet and peaceful and it's just such a special moment. And I see a gentleman standing at the bottom of the fountain. He had just thrown some coins in. I thought he was our assistant director. So I didn't want to scare him, so I'm waving. I'm like, hey, good morning, it's me, it's Lacey, good morning. And as he gets closer, I realized I don't know this person. And he's a tourist, and he's just thrown these coins into the fountain for love.
That's what
and he turns around, and I'm like, hey, it's me.
And he's like, that was instant.
He goes, this is amazing. This really works immediately.
It was just 4 seconds ago. I threw
And
him
I
in
was
the
like,
fountain.
oh,
and
sorry,
then, gosh.
I'm filming a movie here. There's like a crew around the corner. He's like, oh, you're an American actress? Like,
He's like, and now
He's
I
like,
found love with American actress.
This is better than I ever dreamed of. That's what he was
enjoy your
thinking.
trip,
right there.
bye. I was so embarrassed.
Oh my God.
Lacey, you
That's
made
like-
that man's life.
That's
Don't
like the
be
best
embarrassed.
story I've heard of
He's
all
telling these stories now he's telling them at every dinner party. One time I met Lacey Chabert, the love of my life. So I know you guys were very busy, obviously shooting around the clock from morning to night.
Yes.
And you didn't have much time to do any other sightseeing or shopping for that matter, because everybody knows, my goodness, Italy is so great for shopping.
The best.
But you did manage to bring something back for your adorable little Julia.
Yeah,
Handmade,
thank
by
you.
the way.
I got her this handmade purse. There she is.
Oh,
in
Lacey.
a little apron, and it was embroidered, and it was so nice to see the gentleman there making it, and like I'll forever have that memory. And I took a video so that I could show her later.
Look at
as he
this.
embroidered
Let's
her name
see
on
this.
it.
This is amazing. So was this just, it was just like a little side shop that you just happened to see?
One of the smaller side streets, and he was embroidering the stuff. You have to bring something for your child.
It's like Geppetto there working on his sewing machine.
Right, Pinocchio was in the back.
That's what it feels like
no,
to
but
me.
it is. It's, there's something so special about handmade quality
Yes.
from things in Europe.
Oh, it's incredible. And then you always have the memory that's attached to it. And I try to do that with every job, like buy myself a little something special. And well, that's kind of gone to the wayside. Now it's only for Julia.
Right, exactly.
She gets all the treats.
That's just how it
happens.
is.
It's like, that's right.
Once you
It's
become
kind
a
of the meaning
parent.
of life after
Yeah.
you become a parent.
You barely have shoes. Everything goes to them. It's true.
But she has 40 pairs. So it's good.
Exactly.
Kidding.
Thank you so much, Lacey.
You're the
We
best,
love it
Lacey.
when you're
Thank you.
here,
You guys
Mama.
are the
I'm
best.
sending you a
love
kiss
you,
from
Love
Mama.
seeing you guys. Thank you.
And you all make sure to watch the premiere of Christmas in Rome this Saturday night at 8/7 Central right here on Hallmark Channel.